Alright, I've had another week of things to do. So at the end of the week, I wanted to make a video, but once again, just like with the last laddering episode, I was thinking, I'm tired, I don't want to use my brain, I want to just be lazy. So I decided to ladder again, because that's how much I value you, my viewers. Well, I value you very much, because you guys seem to enjoy these. And if I really wanted to be lazy, I would just make a video with every passing thought that came into my head. And there are some really, really good thoughts rolling around in there. So I'm sure that would be a real hit. Speaking of, if anyone knows any movie stars, female movie stars, then I've got a great idea about a Tinder serial killer to pitch them. So, yeah, someone, if they could get on that. Alright, there's no way that's... Actually, you know what? What you could do is go to Latios. Yes, what you could do. Go to Latios, because if he uses Outrage, then that's set up for Empoleon. And that was flawed thinking, because Empoleon is not in perfect position to sweep, given that there's a Rotom right there. But, you know, what the hell. So it worked out nicely. Now this is good. Actually, no, here we switch because if he goes for a U-turn, then we keep Latios alive. And if we... Actually, Thunderous also destroys, Jesus. And if he goes to... You know what, we just spam Surf. Yeah, and if he pursuits, then we get to change our switch anyway. Good lord, that's a lot. So now we're just gonna... Is that... Yeah, we're surfing again. Oh, it's fast, okay. Good lord, that's a lot. Okay, now we go to Politoed to limit pain split damage. God, that's actually a ton of damage. Alright, so I don't think it's pain splitting, I think it's just offensive. Alright, that's fine. Now we force Garchomp to Outrage. Can we force Garchomp to Outrage? Oh, well, Keldeo Secret Sorting. Okay, first we sack Politoed. And it's not Lefty, so it's not Subcall Mine. Now we have a pretty free Toxic. Oh, ouch. Okay, well, I'm going to assume that this is choiced, and I don't really have much else. I don't have much other choice. I assume that if it wasn't Specs, then it would have used a different move against Tentacruel, because like Rain Boosted Hydro is a lot stronger than Secret Sword. So, yeah, the two Agility Sweepers are paying off big time. Don't be Yachichomp. Yeah, Yachichomp would be game over, actually. But, oh, thank God it's not. Alright, that was a fun start. I'm trying to keep this episode short-ish, because I have other responsibilities to get back to. But I did want to keep you, my dear viewers, in mind, and churn this out. And also, it's a good opportunity for me to work on myself, you know, that's very important, and it will give me a chance to not get raging and screaming mad whenever something totally reasonable happens. Oh, let's use this team again, it's fun. Well, it's, the European time zone is not very conducive to laddering, unless you want to play like late in the day when all the Americans are on. And it is not late in the day. So, yeah, my evenings and such are booked because there's only so much of a bum you can be when you live with someone else who expects you to not be a bum 24/7. I know it's kind of a ridiculous expectation, but this is the kind of injustice we have to put up with as Pokemon players, and I hope that one day it will be fixed. Alright, if Gen 3 is not working, then we'll look for Jolteon Starmie. This team is fun. Such an exciting theme for such an unexciting wait. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to have to just throw out some of those thoughts I have, just rattle whatever pops into my head just to fill up the time here. Baton Pass. Oh yeah, there's another Baton Pass scandal going on at the time of this video. That will eventually be a video for sure. I just want to wait and see what happens. But for those who haven't seen it, then I recommend going to smogan.com/forums, going to the tournament section, clicking on the Smogan Premier League subforum, going to the topmost replays thread, and going to week 9 and watching Gilbert Arenas versus H-Clat. That video will be titled "The Baton Pass Heard Round the World," and it will start with that battle. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then don't look it up, I guess. But it's a sign of, or it's symbolic of the issue that the community is currently trying to curtail. So, okay, I have my Sing Chansey now, so I will not T-Wave the Jinx like I did last time, or T-Wave a potential Chansey. Yeah, who knew you need awareness to not be an idiot? I'm pretty sure Spicy Davy 1 is good. I recognize the name. So... Alright, so, some of those thoughts. Well, I miss movie theaters. I haven't been inside a movie theater in a long time. Not that long, I guess. Because here in the Czech Republic, last summer was actually, like, pretty open. I mean, I wore a mask everywhere, but, like, you could go outside and go to the movies and stuff. It was really normal. It was like, first wave, everything shut down hard. Then summer was, pretty much normal. Go on vacation and stuff as long as you were smart, wore masks. We're good with hygiene, carried, what's the thing called in English? Whatever it's called, the hand sanitizer, yeah. So that was pretty cool. We went to the theater a lot. And then the fall came and everything shut down real hard again, and it's been like that since. So I miss the movies, yeah. I mean, even if it was a dumb movie, then, just going to the movies was a fun time. Yeah, so we would go to see a bunch of junk, for sure, but, it's part of the fun. And, of course, Prague has a lot of theaters where they show old movies, which is really cool. And it means that you're not just stuck with whatever the latest mainstream releases are. Last summer, there were a lot of really cool things we saw in the theater. The Big Lebowski, that was one. That was really fun. I love that movie. And I'm not really a Star Wars fan, but they were showing The Empire Strikes Back for its 40th anniversary. And I gotta say, seeing that movie in a theater really, I also think it's the best of the Star Wars movies I've seen, just as a whole. But I gotta say, seeing that in a theater really helped me get it. There are some movies, I wouldn't say a movie is required to be seen in a theater, because I had seen the movie before, just on a laptop screen, and I was like, okay, this is pretty good, but you really get the full experience and appreciate the movie more on a big screen, so it definitely helps. Obviously, it's not possible, but to see every single movie on a big screen, but it definitely helps. Let's see, what else? Well, we got a nice little win there. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this, the thoughts that are tumbling out of my mouth right now, to an appropriate level, semi-appropriate. Movies are pretty agreeable, just so I don't accidentally say something horribly dumb. Like, would it really be so bad if we, kidnapped the Game of Thrones cast and forced them to redo seasons 7 and 8 for our personal entertainment? I wouldn't say that. No, that'd be extreme. It'd be a shame if they had a little accident if they weren't to comply. Anyway, what else did I see? Yeah, I don't mean to turn this into the BKC movie hour. This has been my plan all along. Have this laddering series be pretty popular, and then use it to talk about my movie-going experiences, or rather, how I missed the movie-going experiences. There was this Paul Thomas Anderson week at this one theater, and I didn't realize it was a Paul Thomas Anderson week until we went, which was on the last day. And I was like, oh, they've been showing his movies all week. That's pretty cool. And we saw The Master and There Will Be Blood back to back. That was really cool. It was long, because those movies are both pretty lengthy, which is normal for PTA, but yeah. I'd never seen either before, and There Will Be Blood especially blew me away. Yeah, and then in the fall, I decided to finally get over myself and start watching foreign stuff. Because some people were like, "Dude, you like good movies, but you're missing on a lot because you got to watch that foreign stuff. It's essential." And then I did, and now I like that stuff too. If you want to shoot the breeze about movies, then what a seamless plug into mentioning my Discord server. So far, there's not been a lot of actual battling in this battling video, because we got one actual game and then a timeout win. Let's go with Feraligator's cursed, and Empoleon is cool because it has 2 agility users. There we go. Oh, same. P2. That's not fun. Well, that team is even more destroyed by a setup Empoleon. So we're just going to start off with the Politoadly, because you want to get that rain up. Let's see. What do we do with... Well, we're going to Scald it first, because we want to burn it, because it's a pain. And we can Encore it into a Recover, if need be. And is my background music audio working? Please tell me yes. Oh, thank God. Alright. Yeah, none of our 30% are sticking, but yeah, now we get to Encore the Recover, and now we get to throw out more Scalds, and hopefully burn a Latias. Oh, I was playing White 2 during my class today. That was a fun class. It was like, alright, anyone be ready to present. And then we had 2 hours of talking and no presentations, and then I did not get to present. And I really wanted it out of the way. So, yeah, anyway, during those hours of agony, I was playing White 2, because normally sometimes I would watch movies during those classes where it's just talking and no real engagement necessary. I participate as necessary, because things are hard enough without forcing myself to do stuff I don't need to do or want to. So there we go. Yeah, so I was playing White 2, and I just beat the White Tree Hollow, the final area, and I fought Adler's... Is it Adler or Alder? I feel like it's Alder, because it's supposed to be like Elder. Yeah, I fought his son, and he led off with a Latias. And, yeah, that was something. Actually, I need to weaken this Magnezone, because because, what's it called? Oh, it's sub. Okay, well, so it's weakening itself for me, because Thundurus doesn't have Focus Blast. So yeah, we're going to Power Whip. Just force it to... Yeah, okay. I mean, Latios is going to beat it anyway now. So we're just going to get up more hazards. Yeah, we get the 3 layers. That's fine. Clicked Spikes again because I'm really smart. Yeah, thank God it's not Sunny Day. Actually, no, I still have my Politoed alive. I don't know why that'd be a problem. That's Flash Cannon. Alright, great. Now the water resists are burned Latios at not full health and a Keldeo, and everything else is getting messed up, so... Okay, cool. Now, I don't know what... I assume this is a Calm Mind Latios, but I want to get Empoleon in and set up before, the Donphan can come in. Well, Donphan actually can't spin anywhere, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, hopefully this isn't Roar. Hopefully it's just Sub. Okay, now we just, oh, barrage it with Ice Beam. Okay. Alright, well, P2 is tanky, but it's not immortal. So, now we want to... It's tough, because Scarf Keldeo will still outspeed. But at that point, we're going to sub down to Pataya and Torrent. Actually, do we even want to do that? Because Scizor might... No, now Scizor... Okay, that was so stupid of me. But either way, what's it called? The thing. Thundurus will set up and sweep, so it's fine. That was unbelievably stupid, and I just had a brain fart. I don't... Because I can sub on Keldeo, and if it's slower... If it's faster, it kills me anyway, and if it's slower, then I get the Pataya Torrent and win anyway. Luckily, okay, words. Luckily, I was at such an advantage that it didn't really matter. But yeah, you gotta watch out for those brain farts. All right, are we gonna get another game? Are we gonna? have some fun with this super good baton pass that I'm really, really good at using. Anyway, spring is coming back. Yeah, you know the thing about winter is that I really appreciate... I'm a romantic for, like, snowy Decembers and Christmases and whatnot. But, you know, once you get into January and February, and it's not even snow, and it's, like, just mushy slush, and it's gray and wet and not appealing to look at or be in any way, then, you know, that sucks. But we actually had a pretty good February here. We had, God, I'm becoming a vlogger, aren't I? Well, this is what happens when you don't give me games on the ladder. I become this awful, self-absorbed idiot who thinks that everyone needs to hear about his personal experiences, you know, walking outside. Anyway, so I was walking down the street, right? And, you know, and it was February, and there was snow. And it was real nice. It was soft and plentiful, and it was coming down, and there were kids outside sledding, and, you know, I ran over and knocked them into the snow and ran away laughing. It was hilarious. And I still can't get a game. I was hoping the joke would make someone misclick into finding a game. Hey, it worked! Oh, this is a good player. I don't know who this player is, but I have played them a lot on ladder before, in, like, the fall. So yeah, it's been a while. Anyway, uses a variety of teams, and you can't really trap the Bronzong. Oh, that's an offensive Zong. Alright, I think it's going to blow up now. Either way, I'm willing to let the Scarf Zone go. Simply because I'd rather it take a boom than Swampert, and I don't think he's going to risk just... Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. Yeah, I wasn't going to risk getting 2 KO'd from that range, or, you know, having to, you know, risk 1 of 2 waterfall flinches. So, alright, well, this is Scarf HP ground, so fingers crossed. Beautiful. Alright, this is ideal. Ideal as ideal can be. And I have a Scarf Latias and a... Okay, well, cool. I was gonna say, the nice thing about... With Scarf Magnezone, one of the things you have to keep in mind is that you are going to give setup to a lot of dangerous stuff, inevitably. And that's true of most choice Pokemon, but it's especially glaring with Magnezone, because Scarf Magnezone takes up the Scarf slot on your team, and, you know, when your Scarf Pokemon is giving setup, then that can be hard to come back from, because you have to switch the Scarf Pokemon out and sack something else, and also Magnezone's not a great Scarfer in terms of revenge killing stuff, because it can't outspeed anything that boosts its own speed. You know, no Dragon Dancer at all. But with this team, that's circumvented because there is not only Scarf Latias, who outspeeds, you know, everything. There's also the priority of Lucario. So, yeah, it's a very fun team. I'm glad Emma requested that. So, once again, I swear these teams will be released. It's just, you know, SPL and school and stuff. If it was one or the other, then it would be fine. But both at the same time is kind of why I'm laddering to begin with. Taking a lot out of me. Anyway, so I just want to BP. Is BP? No, that's not the one of the acronyms for the Diamond and Pearl remakes. It's BD and SP. I remember my Game Boy SP as a kid. Oh, I loved that thing. I remember everyone else had a Game Boy Advance, and everyone else had a Game Boy Advance, and then I got an SP, and I went from going, oh man, everyone else has a Game Boy Advance, to being like, oh yeah, I'm pretty much the coolest guy on the planet. Anyway, there's a Scarm, which is a gigantic pain, because now how am I supposed to get my pass off? Ugh. Anyway, I am just gonna go... Now I'm gonna go Jolteon. Toxic isn't the end of the world, and that's even better. Wish I had growth for situations like these, but we're just gonna BP and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think BP is gonna get limited in GSC. Yeah, there was some talk about uniform baton pass ban across every gen, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's the one rule change that I really would be against. The problem is mainly trying to address any potential nonsense in black and white with the current rule. The current rule is that I'm going to fire off a cross chop. The current rule is that you can only have one BP user on a team, and you can't pass speed and another stat. And some people are trying to apply that rule to advance, which I don't think is a perfect fit. Something like that might work. And people are also trying to fix the... They're trying to see if there's a more elegant solution that would allow non-broken elements of baton pass and DPP, stuff like that. I personally would have been fine with like a dry... only allowing baton pass without boosts, or only baton passing subs, stuff like that. That would have been fine by me, but yeah, who knows how it's going to shake out. Anyway, I'm hoping that this... Okay, Eggy. Well, this is what all my miracle berries are for. Oh man, I wish I had an explosion of the Smeargle. Maybe I can act like the Smeargle will blow up. That would be cool. Or like has Destiny Bond or something. Okay, now I'm gonna BP again and go to Scizor. Yeah, now we're faster, right? Yeah, I should know that. Now we BP out of Scarm and go back to Jolteon. So the nice thing, this is why I like spikes on Smeargle. Even when you're in a situation like this where you can't really get a successful pass off, you know, you put so much pressure on with the constant passing back and forth that you're able to get something going. Alright, so now we go back to Scizor. And we chase this out because Skarmory has to come right back in, because otherwise Scizor gets, you know, a pass off. So, and this is why having spikes is really, really nice. Yeah, so we just keep chasing it out over and over and over. And I think we can meditate here. Yeah, and actually no, now we go to Jolteon. That's good. Like, we're still chunking this thing down because we get outsped and drill pecked. Yeah, that's the threat. You know, Scarm has to constantly risk death. Scarm risks death by, you know, doing that. So eventually we are going to have to... Oh, Thief. Okay. Alright, well, Snorlax not having lefties anymore sucks. Eventually we do have to start firing off Thunders. I just don't want to fire Thunder off into... Thief Toxic? What kind of garbage Scarm set is this? Anyway. Alright, now we're just going to cross chop. You know, force... It might not have Whirlwind. That's actually something I'd want to check out. See if it doesn't phase. Because if it doesn't, that's really cool. I want to cross chop again. I think he might double switch. No? Okay, well that was foolish. Nuts. I should keep in mind that it's GSC ladder. So, I am going to Thunder now simply because there's a chance that this thing might just stay in. Well, actually now there's much less incentive for him to stay in. Okay, well, Snorlax is getting hammered, which is really nice. Because if this thing goes down, then that opens up sleep for Smeargle again. Alright, don't sleep talk. No! Nuts! Okay, well, now... I refuse to believe that it's Drill Peck Thief Toxic Whirlwind. So we are going to BP to Scizor and take our Boost Pass. Yeah, so, you know, whenever... The nice thing about this is that, like, yeah, sometimes a set is going to totally screw you over because it's the dumbest thing ever. But, there usually is an opportunity... What? I was going to say there's an opportunity cost, and the opportunity cost here is that it can't heal. Okay, well, now this is not a great situation. Okay, so... Now we go to... Yeah, now we can't double switch Jolteon in as much. So now we got to make as much happen in as short a period as possible. So I'm going to go for HP Bug here, because there's no way Scarm wants to come in. And if it does, then I'm willing to just Fire Blast it. Actually, I hope Fortress comes in and gets Fire Blasted. Nope, okay. I don't understand this Scarm set. Well, I mean, this is what Fire Blast is for. It's just, you know, wish it had a boost. Alright, well, that's something. Oh, and it got burned. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. That was very lucky, of course. Hey, I missed a cross-chop on it earlier, so... Obviously, it's not the same thing, but... Alright, great. Now we SD up because if he whirlwinds, then he's taking more burn damage. And if he switches, then we want to be better off. So... Now, nice thing is, if he phases in Jolteon, then we get lefties. Alright, so now we just keep going to Scizor over and over. Well, the spikes are really paying dividends. Yeah, we Swords Dance up just because if he goes to 4E, then we get to... Yeah, alright, now we HP Bug. That... Well, I went with a burn, it's fine. Alright. Smeargle, alright. Well, actually, now Smeargle can Spore again because the Snorlax Sleep Talked Rest, so that's really cool as well. Alright, so now we can go to... Certainly isn't ideal, but if we can, like, pass to the, you know, we BP to Smeargle here. Threaten to sleep. Yeah, now we can sleep this. Not having a fire... Well, actually, we have Marowak, so... Alright, that's fine. Even if it is a Sleep Talk. Then we're just going to try and get an Agility Pass off. Because an Agility Pass... Alright, that's great. And, well... Okay, don't Sleep Talk Hidden Power. I mean, even if he does, it's not the end of the world. Because I'm pretty sure Smeargle lived HP Hidden Power there, so... Alright. Great. Now it's time for death. Oh, that's wonderful. That's a lot of fun. Alright, well, Fire Blast cooks this, and this is why you don't run Flamethrower. Perfect. Fire Blast Marowak is a lot of fun. On SD sets, I think Fire Blast is better than HP Bug as well. Simply because, you know, HP Bug is kind of specific for Egg, and Egg can be worn down with Fire Blast and, like, Pursuit from T-Tar, which is pretty common, or, like, even Umbreon or Houndoom if you're going the whole 9 yards. And Fire Blast helps a ton against, especially, like, Sleep Talk Scarm, and just making you instantly more threatening to Fortress stuff. Very valuable. So, look at how much this Quake does to Lax. Whew, that's a ton. Great. Alright, well that was a ride and a half owing to this insane Skarmory set. But we're back over 1500 in GSC, woo, after the devastating tilt of the last episode. Alright, will we get games now? Yeah, playing Gen 5 in-game again has been a lot of fun. I mean, like the theme, the remix of the theme we're listening to right now, the Relic Castle, that's just an example. It's just so developed, and the music is fantastic, of course. It's not my favorite generation of in-game Pokemon, but I mean, it's hard to displace Gens 2 and 4. Gen 5 is really, really great, though. Yeah. Unova confirmed, of course, because we just got the announcement of the Gen 4 remake, so that's next. Although that's almost certainly not happening until 2028, I would guess. Yeah, because first it was Gen 1 got remade in Gen 3, and then Gen 2 in Gen 4, but then they took a break. Gen 3 in Gen 6, and now Gen 4 in Gen 8. So I think it's going to be... I think the pattern now is the generation gets... Apologies if I went over this in the last video. But I think the pattern now is going to be that the generation will get remade in the doubled generation. So Gen 2 got remade in Gen 4. Gen 3 got remade in Gen 6. Gen 4 got remade in Gen 8. And so on. So... God, I wonder what I'll have for dinner. Probably ordering an Italian again. My favorite. The only thing is sometimes I forget to ask them to take the zucchini off, and then I have to do it myself. Don't you just hate it when you have food delivered right to your doorstep and you have to put in the slightest modicum of work? It's just disgusting. Or when the delivery person just gives you like the slightest inconvenience, like, could you open the door for me, please? And I'm just like, oh, I gotta get up off the couch and open the door so he can give me my food. Yeah, it's a difficult life we lead sometimes. Oh, the thing about fighting Alder's son, I think I got distracted. Yeah, it was, he led off with a Latias, and it was White Herb, and the reason I knew it was White Herb instantly was because I led off with Arcanine, because, you know, when I don't know what I'm gonna face, then Nalorium, he's good. I'll come back to that story later. He's running a very Dice-esque Sand. Actually, I think that might be Dice's exact team. Alright, so this is interesting. Shame about the Excadrill, because otherwise Latias is a massive pain. Okay, well, my Scarflando does not love this matchup. Alright, we're going to lead off with Ferrothorn. Nalorium does a lot of work in the Runes of Elf Black and White like discussion threads and whatnot. Really contributes a lot to metagame discussion. And he's a good player as well. So this is a fun opportunity. I don't think he's going to mess around with this T-Tar. I just want to get up the rocks. Oh, okay. That's cool. Well, I'm not going to risk anything. I'm just going to U-turn out. Alright, yeah. Oh, smart move. Very smart move. I'm not very good against Excadrill, am I? Yeah, Zapdos has an interesting place in Black and White. Like, it doesn't really check... I mean, it doesn't check a lot of things, like, directly, but it can be really annoying to kill. I mean, you could say it's an Excadrill check. Like, it's a check to things like Excadrill and Tornadus, but the thing is that, you know, with Rocks Up, then it's a lot more contentious. But in general, and it doesn't really check much else, but in general, it's just a massive pain to take out. I mean, Rain hates it. I mean, as you can see, a lot of Sand hates it. It's hard to hit it without risking heavy damage yourself, as you see here. Okay, so here comes the drill. I'm assuming an Iron Head's coming my way because... Oof, that hurt. Okay, well, time to bust out the damage calc. It's not Mold Breaker, so it's Sand Force. Excadrill. Offensive. Milotic. In Sand. Okay, well, how much does the Iron Head crit do? Iron Head does 43 to 48, so we don't know if it's Adamant or Jolly. We generally assume Jolly. It's likelier. 44.1. Okay. Well, don't want to risk my Milotic just yet, even though it's not very valuable. I don't want to just, you know, recover. Oh, SD. Okay, so he SD'd up. Alright, well, now I want to... Oh, God, I want to EQ on this thing so bad. But I'm not gonna, because he's not gonna risk it. Well, you know, even more reason to, Great. Oh, perfect. And now he thinks I'm not Scarflando. Hopefully. Hopefully he thinks I'm just, very fast. Okay, so here's something nice about this Pharaoh, is that, against his team, he has a very difficult time switching into Knockoff. Knockoff is, like, even in the, you know, pre-buff gens, like pre-Gen 6, it's still such a silly move. It's crazy how overlooked it was for so long. Which I don't attribute to, like, old players being dumb or anything. There was actually a very interesting discussion in the Discord server, hashtag plug it again. There was a discussion on this in the Discord server earlier. It's like, you know, players aren't getting smarter, necessarily. You know, just the knowledge expands. It's as simple as that. You know, we have more knowledge as time goes on, which makes sense. And obviously there are really great players now, and there were really great players then. But it's not like, oh, well, they didn't figure out Knockoff was good in, you know, 06, then, you know, what a bunch of idiots. You know, that logic is just not good. Anyway, I want to maintain my perfect Ferrothorn here by not risking it with a Will-O-Wisp. And Milotic is kind of expendable here because it doesn't really check anything. It checks Zam, I guess, but I think we're decent enough against Zam. So I don't mind toying with the Jellicent a little bit. I want to see what move it has. Because if it has, if it doesn't have Scald, then I can spam Ice Beam on it, and it won't be able to thaw itself out. Yeah. Oh, so I freeze it and it thaws out immediately. Well, okay. Alright, let's see what it does. Yeah, I don't really have, I don't really want to switch anything else into it. Might have to, yeah, because the whole idea of Jellicent is that you make T-Tar fight you and then you cripple it and then Zam is a lot more threatening. So I'm trying to see if I can avoid that. I might have been better off, well, no, I had to heal Milotic at some point, otherwise Zam is just going to truck it anyway, because if it took that crit earlier. So, yeah, that was it was a tough position. I mean, smart move, switching it into Pharaoh. I might have had to just go for the Power Whip, but I don't know. I think it's likely that this Jellicent is fairly fast, just to get the jump on T-Tars. But you can't really, and also because this team doesn't really appreciate, his team doesn't really appreciate, what's it called, Rotom Wash, so you want to have, like, Nightshade to get the jump on it with a lot of speed. But you can't rule out having a ton of defense, so I don't want to just, you know, thud into such a Jellicent. Yeah, knocking it off is helpful for my drill, though, because it makes it easier to get off a spin. Of course, Hippo gets the rocks back up, which is the idea of Hippo. But, yeah. Okay, it is Scald. Yeah, what I think I want to do is, you know, just make sure this Jellicent goes down, and then everything else will be... Well, Ferrothorn will get another shot at being a gigantic pain, which is nice. And maintaining Latias and T-Tar are actually pretty valuable here, because there's no T-Tar on the other side, so Latias can actually be a good... can actually threaten, especially because I don't... that Excadrill does not have Protect. Problem is, I don't really switch into Excadrill all that well, so I have to be careful about that. That was a really smart SD, very heads-up play earlier on by him. Yeah, so I don't really mind if Milo goes down here. Just seeing what I can get with the Ice Beam. The first one was such a tease. Crit, freeze, and then instant thaw. Will-O-Wisp doesn't thaw you out, so Scald does, so... Alright, there's the... Alright, so here, now a taunt is coming, so now I'm getting T-Tar in, and now I'm crunching and hoping for the best. At least I'll have a sack with Milo. Jesus Christ, that is bold as hell. Well, now I'm crunching because I want to chase it out at least. Yeah, so Zam's going to be a massive pain. Saving grace here is definitely Latias. Oh, it's a speed tie? What on earth? Oh, well, Cursed Body is great, and I support that fully. But now, we spam... Actually, no, now we definitely... Now we go to Latias and get a sub... Oh, nuts. Nice move. Oh, that's not even lefties. Okay, that's really good for... What's it called? For, Latias. And now we'll get the spike up. We'll sack Milo. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's pain. Nice move. But, you know what we do here? We don't mess with Latias. We don't mess with... I think we go to Excadrill. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that looks like that's a really ugly play to have made, but I want to keep all the sacks necessary, and I don't want Jellicent, you know, healing up. And I want to keep Ferrothorn preserved if possible, because Latias is the key to winning this game, not Excadrill. Is this the bulky one? No, this isn't the Super Spadef one, so I don't think I'll... Well, he'd have to be Timid Zapdos. I don't think anyone's going to be running Timid Zapdos. Yeah, okay, Excadrill's faster. That's nice. Well, we are getting the spin off. Alright. Now we get the Calm Mind. Actually, no, now we... Yeah, we Calm Mind for sure. Yeah, Excadrill is getting worn down slowly but surely. You know, the only problem with this team destroys rain, but the problem is that, you know, it generally does not have a ton of firepower against sand. Okay, is this Encore or something? It has to be, right? Yeah, okay. So we U-turn, and here comes this thing again. We're just going to get up those spikes and knock off. So now Jellicent is really knocking on death's door. I want to knock off the Zapdos. Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to withstand the Zam Assault. I have to, like, take out... Okay, this isn't the most unrealistic thing ever, but Scarf Lando sweeping with EQ. Again, super unrealistic. That's the problem. Yeah, we gotta go to Latias. Good move. We're gonna recover here because I think he's gonna be... No, he's not gonna be a little tempted to recover. Yeah, we go to Pharaoh here. Spin. Fine. Spike again. Good thing is that Pharaoh itself is... Pharaoh Latias are really keeping me in the game here, so... Yeah, the problem is I needed to preserve Pharaoh, but I didn't have the tools to do so without sustaining such heavy damage myself. Good news here is that I actually get I get a Calm Mind and a Dragon Pulse off. No, he's just gonna keep Volt Switching. Alright, we broke the set. Oh, that's great. That's really great. Okay, so it's Shadow Ball. Alright, we go to Pharaoh here. We're gonna have to sack and then recover, but that's really good. And this just became a lot more realistic. Ooh. Okay, that's intriguing. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to avoid eating this knockoff. But it's... Yeah, the good news is that, okay, great. It's gotta roost some point. Yeah, I gotta roost myself, but I can't risk Latias. It's a tough conundrum. You can really see the team's weaknesses against sand. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This goes out. I don't want to give him a free roost, but okay. Yeah, alright. That's better than giving him a free roost, because at least now I get to chip him a little bit. You know, scout his intentions and whatnot. Not that it really makes too much of a difference, but it could be something. Alright, we get that. Now we recover, simply because Encore into recover. I mean, that's fine. That's great. That's really good, even. So now we go to T-Tar. Now we sack it. Now we go to Lando. Is this still playing? Yes, keep playing. What could come in here on the U-turn? Because I want to Rocks on the switch. Yeah, I'm going to Rocks on the switch. Not that it really makes a difference, but I want more pressure on the Zapdos. More pressure on the Zapdos means... Oh, that's great. Okay. That's fine. Now we just spam Power Whip. Actually, no, we get a Spike Up. And now we sub with Latias. Did we reveal sub yet? No, we didn't. And then we spam Dragon Pulse. Oh, hell yes. Okay. The Cursed Body is really going to be a pain. But the good news is that at this point, the Taunt is only going to last a couple turns. And I mean, it's still very much an uphill battle. But it's something. Alright, so Hippo goes down. That's cool. Zapdos is still around, which is a pain, but... And the good news is Taunt is about to wear off. So Zam isn't, you know, encoring me into anything unfavorable. The problem is I don't want to get lured into like a Recover or Calm Mind and then get encored by Zam. That might be kind of a pain. So I'm going to have to be a little aggressive with my pulses. Oops, zoomed in. Yeah. Good news is everything is, you know, oh, that's... Yeah, Pharaoh is going to be helpless because it's going to be like Knock Power Whip, Worry Seed or something. Zapdos is obviously does not like this one-on-one. Jellicent is kind of annoying because of Cursed Body, but his play might actually be to try to Cursed Body Dragon Pulse and, you know, alternate that with Taunt to try and get Zam in safely. You know, force Latias to struggle or something. If I could kill the Zapdos, you know, killing the Zapdos means, oh, that would be it. Killing Zapdos results in an EQ sweep. Well, maybe not. All right, I don't think this D-Pulse is gonna kill, but Excadrill out of the way is, you know, undeniably good. And if he spins, I still have the sub up, and you know, then Ferrothorn comes in. Ferrothorn comes in, I might have to Dragon Pulse again and try and catch Zam on the Calm Mind or Recover or whatever he's expecting. Yeah, I'm not expecting this D-Pulse to kill because Latias is very weak unboosted, but we sure are gonna give it a try. Either way, no matter the result, and I'm fully expecting a loss, this has been a very enjoyable battle. Might have... Yeah, might have... I mean, we definitely identified correctly that Latias was it. Just maybe we lost more than we needed to against the Jellicent. AKA not preserving Milo. That's probably my biggest regret. Alright, he Iron Heads. Hazard Stay. Alright, so Hazard Stay, sub goes down. Zapdos is... Oh, I see, okay. Alright, well... Okay, this is interesting, because we have a position dilemma here. Because I assume he's gonna, like, Volt Switch into... Oh, wait, this is interesting. Here it is. Okay, Lando... So we have a couple routes we can take here. We can either go for that aforementioned Lando sweep, and we have 2 minutes on the timer, plenty of time. We can either go for that aforementioned Lando sweep, or we can like try to heal up Latias and win that way. So, first off, we got to calc how much Lando is doing to Jellicent with EQ. So, 88. Let's put it at 88 just to be on the high side. After rocks and 3 spikes. Okay, it's not killing, and I don't think Ferrothorn's dying either. So what I want to do is... I kind of want to preserve Latias, as in recover here. Because the idea was if I just Dragon Pulse here and Zapdos Volt switches, then Lando can sweep with EQ because it's adamant, but that's not the case. Because it's at yeah, I mean, it needs 2 high rolls and, you know, good spreads to KO. So what I think we have to do is recover here, and then if he Volt switches into Zam, then we sack Lando. It might not even be a sack, honestly. And we have Latias healthy for another attempt. Okay, fine. Now we go to Lando, no matter what. Like, I don't care if he uses Psychic. And that's another thing, it's not too likely he uses Psychic. And now we have Latias healthy for another attempt, so less guesswork involved. Because we couldn't sub there, we couldn't call mine, and we couldn't... And Dragon Pulse was the only other thing, but if Dragon Pulse on Volt Switch only works if you think that EQ is going to beat everything else. And I don't think that's the case. So, if he Psychics here, nice play, but... Alright, so, now what do? We U-turn? Yeah, the nice thing is that now... Yeah, that was it, because now Zapdos can't threaten this situation as nicely. So we can... I think we just U-turn. And Dead Zam. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's the game. That's it. Oh, that's perfect. Well, I'll save my GGs. Let's see. Latias, Calm Mind, Jellicent, Dragon Pulse. 2 KOs from there. So I think we Dragon Pulse, take the taunt. Good. No Cursed Body. Excellent. Now Jellicent goes down. And we switch out. And, you know, we don't... Yeah. Oh, it's Leech. Okay. So now that should be good game. Oh, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. Alright, I'm just gonna call mine once more just to ensure that we don't run out of PP or something dumb. Yeah, okay. How many power whips is he at? Yeah, almost out. Alright, now we should be fine. I mean, not that we weren't before, but yeah. Alright, that was a blast. I really enjoyed that. Alright, cool. Oh, we had like identical ratings too. Yeah, that was awesome. That was fun. Alright, let's see what else we can get. Can we get some advance? Yes, we can. Royce. Ooh, Jirachi lead. That's promising. And almost surely indicative of something with HP fighting. Yeah, it'd be very unlikely to see a Jirachi lead. Not that it doesn't exist, but it's just extremely unlikely to see a Jirachi lead without something to mess with T-Tar. And just as it so happens, Gengar is a pretty good interim switch to switch in and check out what's going on. So we're gonna Will-O-Wisp here, burn the Jirachi. That's not happening. But it's good that that happened, because now I'm gonna assume it's gonna have Psychic, and that means it's got less move slots to... It's less likely to have a move that really messes with T-Tar if it also has Psychic. Because Psychic generally indicates some sort of... Oh, okay. Is this some sort of Rain Dance thing? It must be. Although I still think HP fighting is likely. Sucks that that burn missed. That would have gone a long way. Well, we're not going to EQ... We're going to EQ now because we either damage Suicune or we damage Jirachi a lot. So, okay, this is a fat... Okay, let's calc. Yeah. I still think HP fighting is possible, but maybe he's just trying to be very, very safe. Alright, my beloved T-Tar set is now finally on the Smog decks. Yeah, some of the advanced analyses have been revamped. Oh, that's offensive. But it still feels bulky. Wow, really? Hang on, how much is 32? Oh, it's still max defense. Okay. So it's either 0 bulk or a max roll on... So it's offensive, is the idea. So we are gonna go to... Well, we don't have a great switch. Oh, okay. That's cool. So it definitely feels like some calm mining stuff now. Although something's fishy with the Thunder Jirachi lead. I'm still a little skeptical. So now we calc. I don't think he's going to be calm mining on Starmie. It might have to pull some switches. But against Celebi, like offensive, then Ice Beam does a lot. Giga Drain heals a pretty good chunk and does a big chunk, which is a bigger problem. Alright, I think we enter him to Gengar. Okay, Calm Mind, and now we Destiny Bond on the Psychic. Unless he's, unless he doesn't have Psychic, unless it's like Calm Mind Pass, but I'm going to err on the side of caution and assume this does have Psychic, because otherwise it can be messed with. Oh, nuts. And also because whatever he passes to is almost certainly going to be slower. Besides that... Oh, wait, we have... Oh, thank God, there's a Jolteon. So, and we have Roar, so even if it subs up... Oh, yes. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Okay, that's not perfect. So, this game's making me a little testy. But, the nice thing is that I think Roaring and Suicune, at least, is good. Because now we can get up a spike, and that makes a huge, huge difference. Maybe even 2 spikes. Although, we'll see. I think I'm going to venture that's going to be more valuable to keep Skarm alive as a sack. Alright. Now we go to Tar... do we go to Tar? Do we go to Metagross? I think we go to Metagross. Yeah, now we just start mashing. Because T-Tar can be ruined by a Toxic P2, whereas Metagross is fine either way. And... yeah, T-Tar's just is just generally valuable to keep around with that big HP stat and EQ and HP bug. So, yeah. Interesting spin on Calm Mind Spam with a Thunder Jirachi lead. You know, because Jirachi lead makes you think either some... Like, you can run support Jirachi sets in the lead slot, but generally they're going to have some method of messing with T-Tar. You generally... When you lead Jirachi, you're generally not going, oh, well, if they lead T-Tar, I'll just switch out. Generally, the point of Jirachi lead is to mess with lead T-Tar in some capacity. Oh, well, now we get a crit back. Alright. Well, let's calc Dugtrio, because there's definitely a Doug there, and I don't want to just... I mean, obviously, if I'm forced to, then I don't mind losing the Metagross to Doug, but I want to see if it's avoidable, i.e., do I protect here? Well, of course, the conundrum... I don't think it has T-Wave, because it would have T-Wave there. And there was nothing that else I could have switched into that would have absorbed a T-Wave that would have been better dealt with via Thunderbolt. So, okay, so this is my 248, and 196, I think, is the defense investment. Alright, so 79.3. Okay, so we're out of range of Jolly Doug. And... with Adamant, yeah, okay, we're out of range. So we EQ. We don't need to protect for extra lefties here. Yeah. We're going to protect either way, just because it's good. But now we EQ. Oh, wow, that's jolly. And take it out, thanks to that layer of spikes. 12.5 goes a very, very, very long way. Alright, so Metagross just turned the tables beautifully. So, now Starmie, Jolteon, Gengar, T-Tar, I like my odds of cleaning this one up. The Jirachi's a pain. I have to imagine... Well, I don't want to... Okay, no, I... Oh, nice move. Okay. I didn't expect... Thunder Fire Punch. What is that set? Very unusual. Okay. That might have been really dumb what I just did. Oh, I was a little greedy. I just didn't want to let Metagross go for free. I mean, it's not done. Do I have... Not totally done. But I think the Jirachi is, like, completely incapable of hurting T-Tar besides Thunder. Which is good, because that means T-Tar is not only threatening death here, but it's not getting... Like, the opponent does not have the option of getting KO'd by T-Tar, but leaving it with a lot of damage. So T-Tar will remain threatening even after it picks up this KO on Jirachi, almost surely, so... Alright, here's the Celebi. I don't mind getting Giga Drain. Actually, I kind of need this thing, too. Yeah, because it'll still be in range for... Oh, yeah, that can take on Raikou and friends. Alright, fine. Now Suicune comes in. And now we go to Starmie, who... Actually, do we go to Starmie or do we go to Gengar? I have to say... No, we go to Starmie first, because there's a higher chance that the... what's it called? That the Suicune does not have HP Grass or Electric, usually Grass. Which means that Starmie could just beat it one-on-one, as opposed to, you know, Gengar, which would lose just a Water Stab, potentially, because of Hydro Pump, so... Okay, fine, that's... Okay. Let's calc. Actually, we should calc that Jirachi spread in general. How much it did to T-Tar with... What's our T-Tar spread? Okay. Is it... Oh, it's 248.8. So, Thunder does... 2732 with max special attack. And it did 29 to us, so... Okay, and now versus Starmie. That Thunder will... Okay, it's almost definitely killing. It's a tough call, because I want to keep T-Tar in range for... in Raikou killing range. So I'm going to sack yeah. Oh, this is tough. Gengar lives is the thing. So I think we go to Gengar and we Will-O-Wisp and D-Bond and trade that down, because we don't need it for Raikou or Suicune. Yeah, so we'd burn and then into D-Bonding. Yeah, because Spidefgar is awesome and does cool stuff like living this. And, you know, if he switches Suicune or Raikou in, then that's fine. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! Stupid-ass Jirachi. Alright, just... I mean, that really, really blows. Now I think we have to... Oh, that sucks. Okay, Miss Thunder, please. What on earth is this Jirachi? Okay. Now we sack the Gengar. Man, if that that really sucks. Alright, it's not over, because Starmie is still... That's not a good position. Actually, Raikou is very likely to just clean up here, but... I'll have to start calcing Raikou versus stuff. Alright, that hit at least. Alright. Good news is, I can at least... Well, actually, the tie doesn't matter because EQ takes the other thing out either way. So, now we calc. Metagross, Thunderbolt does way too much. Tyranitar, and I can protect, but... yeah. Okay, so either way, I am getting cleaned up by a T-Bolt here. Because Metagross can't protect enough. Alright, so it's crit versus freeze, and I'm going to go with neither. Oh, come on, man. If this... well, It's the rule of the ladder for you. If, I hope he messes... Nope. God, that game should not have been lost. But it was, because Pokemon is cruel sometimes. Oh, man. Not one, but two burns, and then... Well... That's... and we're below 1600 now, which... But the other gens have been working. That really is the rule for ladder. You know, if there's one gen... If there's one or even a couple of gens that are cooperating with you, then there are going to be others that just won't. So we've been lucky that the other gens have been going pretty well so far today. Oh, ladder raid boss. Uh-oh, that's a, I know who that is, but I don't remember the name specifically. So, I don't know what's coming in here, because, yeah, high rating. So you're always at risk of something cheeky like an Ice Beam T-Tar leading off. So we're gonna be cute and go to Metacham simply because it messes up a lot. Okay, that's a Swampert. That's some Ments. Alright, now we get to T-Wave. That's a Celebi. Okay, is this some sort of it feels like mixed offense. So we're gonna go to Tar. Oh, it's gonna Leech Seed. Okay, so now back to Starmie on the Swampert. We Thunder Wave again. Oh, it's just gonna EQ. Fine. We'll PP stall these Earthquakes all day long. We'll Surf here because T-Tar gets 2 KO'd and Starmie lives Crunch. That is kind of the idea. So we're gonna Surf again just in case. I don't know if this has grass or not. Don't really want to find out, so I want to go to Metagross, and yep, it does. Okay. So yeah, now it's kind of risky to. So you can. Oh, Fori. Okay. Well, that sucks. I think it's Altina, but I'm not sure. I should have recovered. I should have trusted my gut. Well, I'm gonna... Oh, okay. That could have been worse. Actually, it's still not very good, this position, but... At least we go to Ments here and scare pretty much everything, which is cool. Yeah, I want to go to me on the Protect. Oh, perfect. Thing is, okay, no, here's the thing. Now T-Tar can come in, and we're going to Surf. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Fuck. Okay. Because I was thinking T-Tar comes in and gets out of range, but I should have just played it safe and recovered. Good news is that this Ments is... threatening. Yeah. Alright, so at least T-Tar's going down. That's nice. So I think he's going to risk it with his own Ments. And then that means Blissey comes in. And... Good. Now we have this guy back in. Fuck, come on. Oh, that feels not great. Well, now we're going to go to Tar. Oh, just going to get Leech Seeded all day. The good news is... Oh, Ments might come in here. So we're going to go to... Bliss. Alright. Alright, cool. Now we're just going to go for Ice Beam, try and make something happen that way. Well, alright, Crunch, that's good because now he gets scared of it again and runs. Oh, that's good. That is great. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's bulky. Alright, we Fire Blast again, simply because it threatens everything. And this time we connect, and Jesus Christ, that does nothing. But now we go back to... God, I wish I had Spit F on this thing. Man, I really want to Dragon Claw that Ments or that Pert. Okay, well, gave it a try. Now he gets a free Leech off, so I'm going to Fire Blast. I know I'm clicking through this game out of tilty rage. Oh, now he's at risk of death, which is really cool. And now I'm gonna HP Grass and hopefully hit that Swampert. Oh, nuts. Okay. I'm gonna HP Grass because now Pert's coming in. Yup. Great. He wants to preserve Mence because it's his best line of defense against what's it called? Medicham. Yeah. Well, the good news is that T-Tar's not that threatening, but Good. Yes. Yeah, Brick Break was coming there and Mence goes down. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. I didn't want to say it out loud and make it real and thus ruin it. Oh, thank God. Okay, great. And that should be the game. Oh, that was a good rejuvenation game. Whew. That was scary. Good player, good team. Didn't play it that great, but you gotta see it through to the end or something. Okay. Well, can we get another? Jolteon Starmie wasn't feeling too happy. I do love that Medicham team though. Do we go with the Weezing team because it's fun, or do we go back to Black and White or DPP? Or GSC? Alright, we'll just get what we can. If that's the biggest fall we have, then so be it. And we had good games, so no biggie. That is really the point of this series after all, isn't it? So, alright, nothing here. Anything here? Volcarona Rain, basically the worst, but, you know, we'll see. Alright, here we go. Easy Ball. Standard Sand. Good news is that this is sand without a spinner, so I will be able to maintain hazards. And it's also the kind of sand that's a little prone to Volcarona, but that's, of course, predicated on the idea that you are going to be able to keep Stealth Rock off. And that's always kind of iffy. So we lead off with Pharaoh, we knock the Rotom on the Will-O-Wisp, then we get up the rocks. And then we trade down with whatever. He's not going to be able to get up rocks without going to Pharaoh. Or if he's Rocks Lando, that's great, because I can go in and threaten him. Yeah, Rotom's crippled now, that's great. And Pharaoh comes in, we cripple that as well, while trading down hazards. Spikes hits only Pharaoh and T-Tar, but that's big. And here come the rocks. I want to Power Whip this, honestly. Nuts! Oh, nuts. That would have been so nice. Even though it's burned, that would have been beautiful. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay, fine. Great. Alright, at least we get spikes up now. And I wonder... Well, Latios is also a problem, but... The good news is that Volcarona is threatening. What gem do I have on this thing anyway? Is it Flying or Bug? Alright, there's Zam. Good news is... okay, it's kind of Spidef. Alright, so we get a Scarflando U-turn off, which is cool. And... yeah, now we're gonna start throwing out Scalds and... oh, that's great. We get that at least. So that's helpful. And now we are going to... yeah, it's not Rocks Pharaoh, so that's really helpful. Oh, and Latios is gonna... oh, get Toxicked, even. Oh, it's Scarf Latios, too. Into Tentacle with Spidef EVs. That's really nice. Actually, it might... no, I think that's Specs. That did way too much. Okay, I'm willing to take Latios going down, considering that Tentacle will remain yeah, that was too quick a protect. But this also means that we will be able to batter away at T-Tar now. Oh, that's great. That's really great. Alright, it's Flying Gem. God, Volk, this might be the place for Volk. Okay, first of all, we calc the damage Latios was doing. Is it Specs or Scarf? You'd think I'd know this, but 72, I believe, or 68. Yeah, 68. Okay, Dragon Pulse Yeah, that was Specs. So it's not getting outsped. So once Volt gets his dance, then alright, now we HP water this thing, and that could be the game. Depending on the Zam set, yeah, great. Alright, well that was cool. Hey, we're at 1600 in black and white, so we're in 1602. I don't even remember the last time that happened. Awesome. Alright, we should probably wrap it up soon. See if we can get something fun to finish it off. What should we finish it off with? Oh, I didn't make the Yon Mega team yet. I don't think I made the Toge. This team doesn't. Yeah, I don't think I have EVs on it yet. I don't have EVs on that yet either. Or this. Do I have on this? I don't think so. Okay, time to find out. Ooh, same matchup. Okay, I do have EVs at least on some of these Pokemon. Okay, we're just gonna get up rocks. Ooh, I should have T-waved. Well, now I'm gonna T-wave so I can crunch without getting Destiny Bond, without risking a Destiny Bond scenario. Okay, that's fine. I can absorb this U-turn with Zapdos because there are no rocks up yet. Frostlass Offense, what a forgotten relic. Choice Band Scizor alongside it. Brimming with nostalgia right now. I haven't seen this style consistently in a very long time. Okay, that is like the biggest pain we could have faced. So we're gonna, rather than go to Starmie and flail around with not getting the spin off, we're gonna do something directly. Yeah, get those leftovers off the pert. That's helpful. And this is a bold Clefable, so it takes nothing. Alright, that's fine. Good move, very good move. I might have to let this thing go. Actually, no, I'm going to let Zapdos go first. Simply because... yeah, this is not a great match. I should have spun on the Rotom. He wasn't never going to let these are the kinds of plays you have to make with Frostlass Offense. He's not going to just let Rotom get pursued. I mean, he's got Frostlass also to block the spin, which is part of the style's strength. But the metagame is less spin-centric now. So people are generally going with, what's that thing called? Oh, Infernape. That's really not good. Oh, Flare Blade. Okay, so it's banded. Alright, that's fine. God, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm going to recover with Starmie after this. You know, just keeping... in such a matchup, it's either... the Scizor lets you get the hazards off, or you just keep recovering out the hazards. That was a rookie mistake I made there. Alright, it's not in Blaze range yet, and he's not going to go for Flare Blitz anyway, so... Alright, we just... Psychic, and... you know, then recover. Oh, it just killed, okay. Jesus, that is frail. Okay, so we go to... Actually, no, we go to Rhyperior now. Fine, because now this thing is going to die, and, you know, Zapdos Zapdos and Starmie I only really needed alive for the sake of beating it. So, once again, we just spam recover. Keep Starmie healthy. It's easy to lose sight of Starmie's value itself as a Pokemon in such matchups. You know, a lot of people just will view it as just a spin bot, but... I mean, so that's why I want to keep recovering. You know, make sure it's healthy. I want to go to Clef here. Great. That's great. Now we get to S-Toss. Infernape goes down. That's fine. Scizor. Scizor is tough because either it... if it U-turns on the switch, that really bites. So we're in a... I want to preserve Clef, because Jirachi, the hidden weapon, I think the last is like Dragonite or Flygon. Generally, it's something offensive for sure. I don't think it's going to be another fighter. It needs to be something like fast and offensive. Mixed Flygon makes the most sense. Mixed Flygon or Mixed Dragonite. Especially, I guess like something like Suicune could also, like an offensive water definitely could make sense, but I think it's likely that it's a dragon just to make up for the deficit of Frostlass somehow and, you know, have a Pokemon that can force those KOs. So, I do want to wrap things up soon, so I might have to timer. Yeah. So Swampert is a pain simply because it still will check Jirachi at the health it's at now, and Scizor comes in, but I'd much rather Pert came in than Scizor because I can get an easy S-Toss on it. It also doesn't have a lot of bulk, which is nice. Yeah, that early spin I made, that spin I tried on, oh, that was turn 9, that was abysmal. Should have just recovered. So, yeah, the nice thing is that I might have to let Rhyperior go, because Rhyperior is kind of junk. But, okay, there's the Scizor. Oh, it's defensive Jirachi. Okay, yeah, then I'm definitely... Yeah, it's like literal bold max. So, we're definitely Beast Slamming here. Alright, great. Now we protect, and we don't even have to go for Iron Head shenanigans. Simply because... Actually, we might, but we also might just want... I thought it was like sub 3 attack, this Jirachi, but it's not. So, wait, what? Nope. The set we want is Wish Call Mine, because that had a lot of defense EVs. Yeah, we are not... I don't want to risk Iron Heading out there. I want to U-turn into Clef. That's a pretty safe... That's a very safe play. Yeah, see, that does nothing. How much does S-Toss do? Clef... Percentage-wise, I'm trying to avoid knocking in a Torrent. 25? Okay, he's not getting... Wait, no, yeah, you bring him down to 38, and then... No, he's definitely getting knocked into Torrent. So we want to check how much a Torrent Waterfall does. Ooh, that's a lot. Not... Oh, it's that's against Support Clef, not Bolt Clef. Yeah, okay. No, we'll deal with that. We S-Toss for sure. Alright, that's fine. Because this thing is Choice Band, so we don't mind a trick. And it's constantly on the verge of death. So now I want to... Yeah. I don't want to give the DD Knight free setup. Yeah, we're definitely Stone Edging here. Because we don't care about Swampert coming... Oh, that's nice. And we get the KO. Beautiful. So... Yeah, Bold Clef is good against the mixed guys. Well, against Mixed Gone. And especially with Protect. And Starmie is... Of course, better against Mixed Dragonite because it can outspeed and T-Wave. And Rotom's getting worn down. Rotom gets one more switch. Scissor's getting worn down as well. Scizor has a superpower to heal. Okay, there's the Rotom. I think... Do we just... Okay, let's think about this. I don't think Rhyperior is going to be useful against the last, so I think we just let it go. Oh, nuts. That sucks. Oh, it doesn't have... This Clef doesn't have Protect. Okay, that also sucks, but that's okay. Alright, do we S-Toss this? Okay, no we don't. But we definitely didn't want Scizor getting a free switch there. So after this we sack Jirachi to the Scizor. And see... Because the Starmie having T-Wave against the last is definitely valuable. To the point where I want to just... No, I want to spin for... Oh, that's great. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, now I want to Psychic just to make sure that... Okay, this thing dies. Alright. There's the Knight. Don't be Lum DD. Oh, thank God it's Life Orb. Okay, thank God we're using this awesome T-Wave Psychic set. So we can actually hurt it. Alright. That is the game. Awesome. So let's see if we can get one more like GSC game or something, and then we can call it. Sure, I guess. Alright, keep... Oh, this is one of those really long remixes. Alright. Okay, hang on 1 second. I gotta go. I'll be right back. Alright, now that dinner's sorted, it's time to Agilipass. Okay, no, we spore this simply... Oh, there's my mic. Okay, we spore this simply because if it's Sleep Talk, it doesn't have Roar. And, it thus does not... Oh, it's spamming Lovely Kiss on the Smeargle. Okay. Well. Do 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 do. All right, we SD, we HP Bug, and we want to knock this thing low. Oh, well, that's helpful. That's very helpful. Okay, well, we lucked out a little there. Or a lot, even. But now we BP into Jolteon, who will just spam Thunder, or we'll spam HP Water. Great, and now we Quake. Actually, I really should have calced that. But it's fine. Alright, now we'll go to Smeargle, fine. And now we'll, yeah, alright. Threaten this out with HP Bug. Oh, he stayed in. Does he know it's HP Bug? Or does he just not want to switch? I'm pretty sure his last is Charizard because I've played this guy a lot and he only ever uses this one team. Yeah, okay, he just really wanted that. Okay. Yeah, right to Jolteon. Alright, now we'll just BP out. Nice move. That was actually a very nice move. Alright, we'll just go to Machamp and... Is it Jolteon? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure Machamp wins at this venture. Actually, so does Marowak. Whack... Steel. Okay, no, this. God, I'm forgetting it's a friggin' Marowak, and not a. I don't know what else it would be. And ball game. Well, I mean, with Lax, it was probably winning anyway. Spike Smeargle is just the bee's knees. All right, let's see. Black and white games are fun today, so let's see what else we can conjure up. Ooh, this team is super fun, because CB Breloom is awesome. Let's check over our rankings. Ooh, now I wish I had rain. Alright, well, weatherless on weatherless can be a good time. So, yeah, pretty good rankings overall, bar that still, you can still see the results of the tilt from Gen 1, but what the hell. Anyway, I want rocks ASAP, but Breloom's getting in my way. Or Rotom's getting in my way, so I'm going to lead off with the Choice Band Breloom and... Okay, fine. Actually, no, I'm going to low sweep everything. Hell yeah. Chomp eating a low sweep is fine by me. Now I get those rocks up, and Dragonite is much less of a threat. Awesome. And now we U-turn on this. And HP Ice. Okay, well now we launch the Dragon Gem Draco and take out the Rotom. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Now we go to Lando, simply because if U-turn, fine, and if Pursuit, then Magnezone gets a trap, so we're constantly ahead. And Scarf, what's it called? Rotom is looking really nice here. Oh, there's a Secret Sword. Okay, fine, we'll just Body Slam. Oh, didn't get the pair, that sucks. But we can get it now, and Iron Head, and be fine. Okay, I think this matchup is very, very doable still. This Scarf Rotom looks really nice. That sword did a ton, so it has to be... Yeah, we're just going to U-turn, no sense HPSing into Keldeo. Fine, we'll take that KO. Alright, now Rotom is a good one-on-one against whatever comes in. Might have to trick that D-Knight. Actually, this Rotom exists to trick the D-Knight. So, yeah, we don't let it get a dance. Oh, perfect. That should be the game. Because we got a very free Volt Switch here, out of the Keld. Nice. Yeah, this executed itself perfectly. And now we just have to make sure we don't get swept by the Scarf D-Knight. So we're going to let Latios go. Because what's it going to do? Die to Scarf D-Knight. And we just damage the Scizor. And now we go to Lando. We switch to Jirachi and a Scarf. So, alright, cool. 16-15. Let's get another one with this. Actually, no, let's not repeat teams. Maybe that's a secret. Oh, this is the one with the Metagross. So, but it still has a CB. Actually, no, this is the Poison Heal Breloom. I made that mistake in the last video. Alright, or we keep going with GSC. This team is a lot of fun. There was just such a riveting discussion in Discord just now that I had to look away. So, I'm plugging that yet again. I'll make sure my invite link in the description is up to date this time. I made that mistake a few times. Let's try this. This one's fun. Or, actually I want to keep using the GSC team because it's... Oh, there we go, okay. Ugh, that's scary. But not undoable. Do I have T-Spikes on this? Why don't I have T-Spikes on this? Luckily, okay, I don't have the most anti-Volk team, but it's not, like, horribly destroyed by Volk. So, it's the little things. Oh, well, still HP Ground is still very scary. Alright, I think we lead off with Hippo because it rocks on everything that isn't Latios. And Latios is a very feasible lead, but at least we'll have the sand going. And we can switch into Heatran or... Actually, no, Slowking. Slowking is going to be my go-to for fending off Latios here. That's what it's here for. It has a lot of Spit FEV. Okay, no, it doesn't. Alright, great. We get the rocks up. And Hippo is pretty invested on both sides of the spectrum. Alright, if he's saying this matchup looks bad, then either he's bluffing that he doesn't have HP Ground on Volk, or he's just saying, I don't have HP Ground on Volk. Either way, I want to Whirlwind in that Volk. And that will save me a lot of stress. Okay, EQ. I mean, I would love for Extra to spin here and get... Oh, that's perfect. It's not Mold Breaker, so it's not likely that it has Toxic. I mean, this is what Hippo does at its best. Oh, I miss Hippo. I haven't consistently used him in a long, long time. I don't mind if Roserade gets knocked here because I'm going to spike up, and I'm faster than Excadrill. That's actually the idea of this set. Like a normal F rose like the ones used in DPP, then they would get destroyed by Excadrill. But this one is fast and has special attack investment, so you actually threaten it. Alright, and this drill is like max something, or almost Alright, we got the scarf, that's cool. Now I want to go to drill. Why do I have SD on this thing? Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah, that was pretty unavoidable unless I gave him the... Actually, no, I lost the sludge. But yeah, Excadrill being so chipped and Roserade being faster means that I can spike without fear of it coming in. That was the idea of this Rose set. Alright, well, this thing's gonna be a pain. But I am gonna... Oh, no, I should have detailed. Yes, Toad is a pain. I'm gonna have to get in a... oh, I should have detailed for sure. But it's... could be a lot worse. If I can withstand the Toad... Oh, yes. And, if... Well, I mean, if he switches, then the hazards stay up, so... I kind of wanted to Scald again, but I wasn't trying to hit Excadrill. I was trying to hit, like, Latios or something. But that would have been great, too. But I really... Yep, there we go. Roserade doing what it was meant to. Beautiful. Yeah, Toad is annoying, but Volcarona is almost a non-factor now, simply because of sand, even if it is HP ground. Because of hazards in sand. Okay, so now we go to... Oh, it's like max... It's max Spadef, like 0 HP Heatran. Okay. So, you know, pain, but... Okay, it doesn't recover, at least. Alright, fine. We protect here for sure. And now we will go to Slowking and Dragon Tail. Just to chase it out. Hope maybe he's using the Seismitoad set of True Righteousness, which is Protect. Yep, yeah, I didn't want to go to Rose. I want to wait until I can get a spin-off, maybe. Alright, there we go. That's great. Alright. Oh, that's always a sight to see. Volcarona getting destroyed by hazards. Alright, well, I'm protecting and, like, switching anyway, so nice move. But I'm not falling for it. Because if he doesn't ground here, then he just doesn't have it. Slowking is, you know, fairly disposable. Yep, there's the Bug Gem. Actually, no, I protect here because at least if he has been bluffing ground this whole time, then at least I will limit the damage he does. Oh, it's Psychic. Okay. Okay. I'll just Earth Power then. Yeah, I was really aiming for Tentacruels there. Good news is that, okay, I have Scarf Lando and Rose and actually even Hippo. So I will be able to... I think this should be okay. Definitely protect here because we don't care about Lando's health. Actually, we might even see if it's like a slow Lando and I just get to HP Ice. I doubt it, but yeah, okay, it's faster. Now we go to the incredibly resilient Hippo. And yeah, no matter what he does, then it's generally fine because, oh, look at him tank that like an animal. Yeah, the only problem with Hippo is he can't run more than 4 moves and he can't run all the EVs he wants, but so good in the right situation. Alright, we just want to focus on wearing down just one Stealth Rock at a time. Actually, going to T-Tar here would be ideal. Oh, yes. Perfect. Now we slack off to stay at full health. Great. Oh, nuts. Utter nuts. But if he's going to give us the tar for free... Actually, no, we're going to Whirlwind. I don't think he's going to try and give us... Yep, okay. Give us the tar again, then. Alright, that's not ideal, but it's a Stealth Rock switch at least. Alright, well, Lando is he surfs incredibly freely here, but we take one and we ship Seismitoad a little at least. Alright. Alright, yeah, we let this thing go. And now we go to Rose, and we Giga Drain. Oh man, I really want to spike on the switch, but I think we... Actually, no, we Sludge Bomb. No, we Giga Drain. He might stay in. You might think, oh, there's no way this thing has Giga Drain. And at least we stay a little healthier, worst case. Alright. Sludge Bomb the Latios switch. Actually, I don't know if we can afford to do this, because if he stays in, we just lose. But he's not staying in. Oh, actually, no, that works. Great. Alright, no way this is Custap. I refuse to believe it is Custap. That was actually a great move on his end. Because if Roserade does anything besides Giga Drain, then it gets trapped. So, I think, do we live a Dragon Pulse from this range? I don't think so. Roserade. It's like basically 0 bulk. Yeah, I don't think we live at Pulse. No, actually we do not. Definitely don't. But Excadrill lives a Pulse into a Surf, maybe? It's like max, but... Oh, okay, no, it's not. 208, is that? No, not even. 196? Jesus Christ. Has less investment every time. 207, and how much HP? 36. Oh, yeah, it's that spread. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to switch into Rocks and D-Pulse and that. So I think we sack, we go to Heatran here. Nice move. Very nice. Might have to, U-turn with Lando. That might be the move, actually. U-turn with Lando. Yeah, definitely is. We U-turn with Lando and see what comes in. Excadrill threatens, actually, no, the fuck it doesn't. Because Lando's faster. Is the problem. But he doesn't want to risk HP Ice. Okay, I guess he does. Oh, and it is faster. Okay. Great. That means Roserade is faster too. I don't know. I think Latios is probably going to win at the end. Damn. Ironhead does a lot, but... Yep, okay, now we have to... Alright, no, now we U-turn, because he doesn't... I don't think he wants to risk HP Ice, even though we don't have it. I don't want to boom yet. Yeah, we don't risk Lando, because then we just lose... Actually, no, we don't lose to Latios. If we boomed on Lando here, then that would be great, but we don't want to risk that. So what we do is we U-turn, because we're expecting the switch to Seismitoad, and if he stays in, then we go to Excadrill, because worst case, it will survive a -1 Earthquake. I think he's calcing HP Ice. But I don't think he risks it, because then he just will lose. I mean, it's a tough call either way, but... And that's why I don't want to just explode, because if we explode on Seismitoad, then Excadrill, yeah, we can't. It's a lot tougher, so I would rather not. Yeah, I think we definitely turn on Toad into Roserade, and Latios is at 33. Might have to spike on the Protect and then Sludge Bomb the Latios switch. Oh, that sounds awesome. But it starts with him actually going to Toad. Thank God. Okay. So now we go to Rose. So what do we do? Well, okay, first we calc Lando's U-turn on the Toad. see how much defense investment it's rocking. U-turn does 21. Okay, so it's definitely like some defense. Heavily invested even. So feels like we spike on, because there's no way he's risking this. Yes, okay. And so that helps because of Excadrill. Because Excadrill, oh, you offensive, it's got like 0 EVs, but now it's definitely more contentious. Anyway. Yeah, this is tough. I think he might predict it. Actually, the thing is that even if I mispredict here, well, okay, here, let's think it through. How are we on the timer? We're doing fine on the timer. Roserade, offensive, well, it's not Life Orb. Latios, Giga Drain, not Leaf Storm, because that's illegal with Spike, sadly. 17, or 18 minimum. So Latios is at 33, minus another 20, so he would be at 13, plus, so 15, so he has one more switch in him. So that's min, anyway. Oh, that's great. Alright. Oh, this is tough. Damn. Actually, oh, I wanted a Sludge Bomb. That would have been beautiful. But we played a little too safe. Yeah, so he gets one more switch, but the thing is he can come in after a KO and finish the game off. So that's what makes it difficult. I think he just Dragon Pulses here for sure. Because see, sack Roserade, go land... Yeah, no, we gotta go to Excadrill, and do we live this Surf? I mean, not that we have a choice, so I'm not even gonna bother calcing it. What I do want to calc is see if we can get the spin off. Exca, offensive... Spin... Okay, no, just Iron Head. Yes! Oh god, look at those awesome drill EVs. Alright, so now... Actually, no, now we Iron Head and Roserade wins the game. Because of Fast Raid, because it's faster than Drill. Alright, yeah, we would have just gone Lando and then exploded for more rocks damage, and then Giga Drain almost certainly would have put it away. I mean, we might get a chance to find out. That was a lucky crit. Yeah, I'm going to Swords Dance simply because I think it's a likely protect here, and I don't mind if... Yeah, okay. Wait, shit, that was dumb. That was real dumb because he can protect a lot. Actually, I guess he needs, like, multiple, like... He needs, like, a triple protect. And actually, even... No, even then... He's like a quadruple protect. Nope. Oh, you've got to be well, no, he's because he's not getting the fourth. No. Alright, I guess he got the quadruple protect, and that's the fucking game. Well... That, I mean, that was kind of my own... I don't know. Who the fuck knows? I got the flinch, but no, Rose is putting Lando away, so... Offensive... Giga... Yeah, okay, yeah, Roserade is gonna knock that out. Oh, man. Well, quadruple, yep, that's the ladder for you. And now I will be all too happy to not return to it for however long. That would have been a nice amount of points, too, because he was sitting at over 1,700. Quadruple, what are the odds of that? 50% and then, like... Yeah, that sound from the remix is how I feel after that just happened. I need some Staraptor. Alright, well, now we're gonna Specs Hydro, and hopefully this isn't Scarf Nuts. Okay. Well, that's not fun. Oh, it's a 4E. Well, I don't have HP Fire, sadly. This isn't fun. I have a feeling we're facing some old school stall. Oh, it's Protect, so not that old school. Alright, well, we got dealing with 3 layers, but could be slightly worse. Let's see if this is Spadef or not. Oh, great. We got a helpful para. Very helpful, even. Oh, it's Vapor. God, this is old as hell. My god. Alright, well. Now we're blowing that up, and... awesome. God, what is this team? T-Tar. Alright, well, we have Ice Beam for this. Oh, beautiful. This is as old school as it gets. Alright, well... I assume he's just gonna crunch. Yeah, okay. Rotom Form coming in? Oh, Celebi. Okay, well, we Night Slash that. God, that's bold and... oh, okay. Well, Staraptor didn't even get to come out. Well... yeah. Oh, what the hell. After the Quad Protect, I'm not sure I'll ever be the same. Roserade was so good in that game, too. It did exactly what it was supposed to. The way it beat Excadrill like that, and... I was really... I mean, the team definitely has its flaws, as you could see. And the other guy played very well. Especially with the Latios, which was his biggest threat, but... oh, man. Alright, come on, Staraptor, give me something. Alright, can we get some Black and White Redemption? With Roserade? Should probably, you know, aim for a quick last game. Because, food is bound to be here soon. Where is it? There it is. Alright, come on now. Metachamp, because that team is fun. Alright, Fats Navarre. That's a familiar sounding name, but I can't quite place it. Alright, we're gonna go to Tar, simply because we don't want to get dugged and then run over by special stuff. Yeah, Metacham is not really a very good ladder poke, as you may have noticed from my several outings using it. But it's fun, so it's a very good... It doesn't really keep up too well with the super fast-paced styles that are prevalent on the ladder, but in tournament, in the more defense-heavy tournament scene, then it's very good, very consistent. Oh well. Alright, I mean, that sucks, but I'll take it. After that, fiasco. Yeah, that's gonna be my excuse for everything. Every time, I'm gonna, quadruple crit para, full para someone soon. I'm gonna be like, yeah, but this one time I got quadruple protected on for games, so... Yeah, actually, I'm not even, it's not even guaranteed. I definitely should put HP Ice back on that Lando. But, so at least we took that lesson from it. Yeah, knockoff is a little idealistic there, I think. But, oh wait, no, the T-Tar burned the Hippo with Fire Blast. Come on. Oh, that was nuts. Oh, that was, yeah, I didn't care. I forgot about that. Of course, I've gotten my share of good luck as well. Oh, come on, let me get something. Alright, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep looking, because we're at the 2 hour... Yeah, we're actually almost exactly at the 2 hour mark now. I just want that last quick game before food arrives. I don't even have an eye on the timer of the delivery person. I just am feeling it, because I have a lot of experience with delivery people coming to my door. Sometimes it takes no time at all. Sometimes it takes a little longer than expected. And, at that point, then I just scream and rage and cry. SD Gliscor, a lot of fun. God, this is the most old school thing ever. Vaporeon Bold Celebi? My god. Anyway, I wonder who that player is. Alright, come on, let's get a CB Breloom some action. Yeah, after 2 hours of talking, I'm running out of throat power with which to communicate my ideas. I appreciate the use of this avatar, though. I remember Heist used to use the black and white, what's the name? School kid, or whatever the trainer class is. Oh yeah, I was gonna check the ladder. I don't know how good we are in black and white after that piece of devastation, but still, oh, pretty good, top 20, not bad. Gen 4, actually probably not too good, because we're not even 1600, but 1570 isn't bad. Oh, top 30. That's cool. At least we've been, scratching our way back up there. What happened in the Gen 3 game? Oh, yeah, the one against the Calm Mind stuff. Oh, we're number 6 here. That's awesome. Didn't even realize. Did we get... No, I think we were higher before, but it doesn't matter. I will just drive myself crazy trying to remember. Alright, if we're not getting Gen 5, then we'll try to get more Staraptor fun in Gen... If we're not getting Gen 5, we'll try Gen 4, and if not, then we'll try Gen 3, and so on. Alright, well, again, well, that's not fun. Hopefully this time... Actually, no, we're going to trick. Oh, great. That's wonderful. Okay. Well, that's... Okay, cool. Let's see, I guess that happened. So, that was our, like, 4th game today? Anyway, go Metacham. Let's see how... GSC ladder looks pretty good, actually. But I never seem to play those players at the top of it. Where are we now? At 1590. Okay, it's not updated yet, but we'll be like 20... Oh, tied for 20. Cool. So, several formats are looking up for us. I'm real eloquent at the end of these videos. Can you believe it's been like a year since that one time I had a psychotic episode and laddered for 5.5 hours straight? I haven't done that since I was... Even when I was a teenager, then, that would have been tough. Although I'm sure I, definitely eclipsed that at some point. But my God, I thought I was supposed to be a responsible adult at this point. All right, Gen 5 with CB. Did I try the Hydreigon Drag Mag? Maybe that's what we need. I don't think Hydreigon is good on Drag Mag, but all right, this isn't cooperating either. It's very cool, though. Sometimes that's all you need. Nope. No, not that. This. I'd hate to end on a battle-less note, so I won't do that. But the next one almost surely is going to be the last one. Alright. Cool. We get this. Hopefully this isn't Miracle Cloyster. Great set. We'll get the Sleep Ball. Actually, no, we're gonna get the spikes off. Wait, no. We get the spikes off because I don't think Cloyster wants to get slept. And it's very likely that a Sleep Talker comes in. Alright, great. Now we will... Agility. Oh, well, this is Miracle Berry, so this at least means it's not a sleep-talking Snorlax. So that's really... Oh, wow, we just slept a sleep-talking Snorlax. Or a non-sleep-talking Snorlax. That's really great. Okay, so now we go to Marowak and start wreaking havoc. And we EQ because it hits Cloyster just as hard as Rock Slide. If I'm doing... Yeah. EQ is 100 plus 50 because of stab times 1.5. And then you get 150, and Rock Slide is 75 times 2, 150. So yes, you EQ. And Cloyster... I mean, it's not like there's another move to make. Cloyster versus Marowak. Oh, I copy-pasted the wrong thing. Oh, well, that just gets destroyed. So that's cool. The spikes will almost surely stay now. So, oh, wait, Rockslide does a little more? That must be a... After spikes... What do you mean, guaranteed? Oh, 100. What do you mean guaranteed OHKO after spikes? I put Marowak's health at 100. Yeah, very low chance to 2 a KO. Okay, so now I think we just rock slide and brazenly BS our way through, simply because this way we make things easier for our teammates. So we just needed one flinch to either avoid spikes or, with one of two flinches, and of course rock slide willing, then we would have avoided spikes and explosion, so that's nice. Alright, so now I think we go lax. Yeah, because it's great 1v1 against Raikou. We just double edge, we see what's going on. Miltank, okay, that's fine. I mean, it's a pain, but it's nothing. Actually, no, it's a prime. Oh, okay, so it just body slammed instead of milk drinking or growling. And it gets destroyed. Okay, well, Scizor itself is actually really threatening. I think we self-destruct here. Ooh, that's... Okay, no, that's fine, because how fast is that Scizor speed, right? Yeah, so now we just, yeah, Scizor itself can actually win now. We're gonna just para Raikou and force it to rest, and then it and, yeah, that's fine. We're not really concerned with this. We just, para, force rest, see if it's roar or sleep talk. And then just send in Scizor and go berserk. Alright, so if it's HP icing or watering, then that's even easier to get it in. Alright, we rest. So first we go to Machamp, I think. And start CCing a bunch of our colleagues, am I right? Yeah, we definitely meditate once more because we have Miracle Berry. So actually we meditate a bunch. Because if he wakes up in Lovely Kisses... Yeah, so we're at +3 now. I think that will suffice. Yeah, because we gotta leave some room for hitting Cross Chop. Yeah, so there's the Miracle Berry. And we still have a sleep open with Smeargle in case that happens. Yeah, that was a little on the greedy side. Just trying to be overly secure for the... At least, actually this is probably Scizor fodder as well. Yeah, now we go to Smeargle and threaten sleep. Now we will Agility and BP out to Jolteon and see what that gets us. Okay, fine. Yeah, I definitely want to preserve... Okay, it's T-Bolt. That's even better. Yeah, I want to preserve as much as possible. I want to preserve this sleeping Machamp, and I want to preserve this Spore on Smeargle. Alright, that's great. Okay, that's not great, but... Actually, no, that's fine, because now we BP into Machamp, Sackett, Smeargle, Spore into BP. Good, that was actually a very good sack. But now we BP out. Almost. Yeah, right, now we just have to beat this thing down. Oh, well, that's lucky. But Raikou's still a threat is the thing. Come on, Scizor, get the roll. And don't get crit. Oh! Barely. Just barely. Well. Oh, that sucks. I don't want to end it on that note. I messed that up. I really did. I got really greedy. I mean, it was unlucky with the Machamp stuff, but it was also really greedy. I was fearful of Vaporeon's acid armor. That was really dumb, and a sign of my declining cognitive ability. No, why would I play you again? Come on. That's like a weird ladder thing. Some people will just challenge you as soon as they've played you on the ladder. Alright, come on. CB Breloom, send us out on a high note. Let's get revenge with this team? I don't know. I mean, this is why it's frustrating sometimes to ladder. Because it's hard to get another game. Well, and this is an old gen specific problem, obviously. Come on, Staraptor. All we need is a brave bird. Alright, you know, we'll have to look up which format is getting games. Alright, so I guess a lot of formats getting it. Okay, not these, but Fecal Theory. What a name. Alright, Gen 5 looks like the most popular one, so come on, just let's get one more. With a win, obviously. That's the nice way to finish it. Alright, my dinner is like here. So I guess we probably have to end on that note, which sucks. But yeah, one sec. Alright. We're gonna trick this, just in case it's Sash. Yeah, a lot of Metagross now are Sash, courtesy of Somalia, who's a great player. And he realized, dude, this is like just the best item on, well, sometimes you want Lum. But it's generally better than Akka. So I definitely prefer tricking, because Hydro is not going to KO unless it's like zero bulk. Even then, it's probably a roll, but it's not going to KO unless it's zero bulk, in which case it's going to have Sash or Scarf, I guess. But either way, trick to receive a potential Sash is the move, and because otherwise you're not going to prevent a boom. Because you don't want to go into Magnezone, risking it. Lump. Okay, so there's that. That's fine. And now, you know what that means? That means free Staraptor. Hopefully, like some foolish Pokemon like Tyranitar comes in. Oh, look at it. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, we U-turn because Metagross is actually a good switch into Staraptor. Early game only. And the T-Tar's not staying in. So, oh, Rotom. Great. Well, now it's not going to want to switch out. And the basic idea is that... Oh, we got a Scarf T-Tar now. Sweet. Anyway, so the basic idea is that as soon as Metagross comes back in, then we will be able to get up rocks with our own Metagross. Okay, that's dangerous, but we have Gliscor, so... I mean, and if it Ice Punches, then Magnezone will take it out. And if it's Agility, then... that's fine. Alright, I assume this will... go to a Dragonite here. So I kind of want to... Yeah, I want a Metagross just in case he stays in Ice Punches, or... Okay, that's cool too. This is like the max SpDef Metagross, so we just get up rocks comfortably. Oh, okay. And also, since this is a max SpDef Metagross, we stay in on... Now that we know it's a Heatran and not a Dragonite, then we stay in here and make it... Because look at how threatening Scarf Zone is here. Should calc Scarf Zone versus Lucario just to be sure. Okay, yeah. Look at that damage, by the way. That was nothing. 65 from Earth Power. I mean, and Fire Blast is like the worst chance in the world to kill. Alright, now we go to... Actually, no, we don't go to Gliscor. We go to... I don't want to risk Sack Staraptor, is the thing. I want to go to Starmie. Oh, cool. Simply because this can Thunderbolt. And I... Well, I mean, it's also a risk of it being there's a very good chance it's a bulky Starmie instead. Okay, so he chose to Hydro a potential fast Scarf Tar. That was also a factor. Not just the, you know, is he going to be bulky or not, but is he going to even try to T-Bolt me? And I guess Hydro just straight up kills because he is offensive. But, what was it? It's also that, well, now I have another Luke check, which is awesome. Actually, no, I should go to Metagross here. Yeah, go to Metagross here if he EQs. If he mashes... Oh, okay. Well, now I get a free EQ. Great. And if it's banded, then, I mean, it's probably game anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, and if he wound up going for Hydro, then he would have, there was the accuracy part of the speed tie as well. Okay, so now Scarf Zone cleans up, but I also want to get a KO with Staraptor. So I'm going to Staraptor. Yeah, I'm going to close combat this. Actually, no, I'm going to close combat, because close combating is just as cool as Brave Birding. I mean, close combat is what makes Staraptor what it is. Oh yeah, that story. From the White Tree Hollow. Yeah, it was fighting Alder's son, and he led off with Latias, and it was White Herb, and I lead off with Arcanine because I lead off with Arcanine whenever I don't know what I'm going to face. Out of... Oh, I crit CC and KO that. That's pretty cool. Well, I want to preserve Staraptor, so I'm going to go to Zone, because there's also... It's a Scarf, so... Yeah, I could have CC'd in one, but you know what the hell. Anyway, as soon as I saw the White Herb, then I was like, oh man, this is totally gonna Draco Meteor. And that was the... Well, the cool part of the story is that after it killed my Arcanine with... After it killed my Arcanine with Draco Meteor, then I sent in my Chinchino, which is really over-leveled, and Tail Slapped Latias for a KO, Rock Blasted Dragonite for a KO, and Rock Blasted Volcarona. So that was the story. Sorry for its delay. And we got a clean 1600. So that's a great place to end it. So let's see where that leaves us, and I'll hop back on this whenever I deem suitable. Oh, I'm 1601 even. Wonder how that works. But yeah, I guess 1601, so tied for 15th. Cool. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time.